in the year 2001, an autonomous institution which follows the Finland-based education model, and we march toward less is more concept. Our college makes the students job ready by providing Industry 4.0 ready curriculum, which imparts 21st century skills. Project-based learning integrated with subject improves the student's skill set and makes our learners to be the best, which is the motto of our college. Innovation Club aims to invite many eminent scientists who would share their experience with the students and motivate them to get scientific knowledge. The club will bring out efficient and dynamic engineering professionals by providing all sorts of technical assistance and support service for developing new concepts and products, and thereby ensuring that innovation is a part of quality education. Objectives of the club is to create an awareness, educate, and inculcate a culture of innovation amongst the engineering students to enable them to generate new ideas and become more innovative, to organize interdisciplinary project exhibitions. The scope of the club is to resolve life challenges with innovative solutions, to understand future need of industries, to develop breakthrough innovators and dynamic thinkers, to develop creative thought leaders, to achieve innovation driven growth and market leadership, to use creative thinking tools to develop out of box ideas, to develop innovation as a disciplined patriotic process. The future depends on what we do in the present. With this quote, in this pleasant afternoon, to refresh and create an impact onto the mind. Innovation Club of Saveetha Engineering College in collaboration with IIC, presenting you before orientation program on Smart Hackathon 2022 by Dr.C.R.RENE Robin, Professor, CAC, Dean, Innovations, Sairam Group of Institution. A gentle reminder for the audience, after the speech by the guest, discussion will be there, so please stay in the meet. Now, I would like to introduce our guest of the day. After his career as a programmer in Ramanujam Computing Center, Anna University, he served under many roles in Jerusalem College of Engineering. Currently, he is working as a professor and Dean Innovation in Sri Sairam Engineering College. He has done several publications and conducted numerous workshops and short-term courses. Our guest, the multi-talented personality, has been a Tamil news reader in Doordarshan and Win TV and voice artist and even a TV anchor. Some of his awards and achievements include Best Citizen of India Award 2013 by International Publishing House, New Delhi, Best Academic Performer Award for academic year 2010 to 2011, Best Teacher Award for the academic year 2011, Lifetime Service Award presented by YMCA Madras. We are and many more. We are very happy to welcome you, sir. You may kindly take over the session. The session is yours.
Thank you. I will share my screen. Kindly confirm my both audio and screen.
Yes, sir, you are audible.
Yeah, I will share my screen, please. Could you please confirm my screen?
Yes, sir, it is
Yeah. Good afternoon to all. I am very happy to be here in the post-lunch session to meet the students of Saveetha College of Engineering College. I thank Dr. Indumadi and Dr. Nagarajan for their invitation to share my knowledge on innovation and Smart India Hackathon 2022. Okay, let me start with a small question. How are you all? Here we have around 70 candidates, 70 students. Let me know your participation. Could you please put your chat to comment in the chat box that how are you all? I need response from you. Hope my audio and video are clear. Am I right? Yes, fine. Thank you. Thank you, Sanchai. Thank you, Syed. Thank you, Beulah. Thank you, Bhaveshri. Yeah, thank you. Thank you. Yeah, fine. Smart India Hackathon is one of the flagship event of our nation. Being a Dean Innovation, I am Sairam Group of Institutions. I am promoting innovation, being an evangelist to promote the innovation activities. I'm very happy to know that Saveetha Engineering College is having an exclusive cell club, innovation club, and you are promoting the innovation activities. Thank you, Meera Ashni, for your good comparing. Keep it up. So let me start with the challenges. Okay, challenges of the country. So the picture you are seeing, you've taken it from the Chennai city, giving a clear picture about Chennai floods every year during the northeast monsoon. During the monsoon time, we are expecting this kind of situation in Chennai. Am I right? Hope you are all agreeing with me. Hope you are all agreeing with me. You are all you and me are witnessing. Unexpectedly, in the last year, on 30 and 31st of December, nobody was expecting that much of rain. But unexpectedly, we have received huge rainfall. The consequences were very high. So this is one of the great challenge our own city, our state, and our own city is facing. Okay, I will show you the second challenge what we are facing our country. So if we take the capital of our nation, Delhi, air is toxic, pollution, air pollution. So for the past 50 years, we are experiencing the same problem, and every winter there's a problem in Delhi. Do but we don't have any solution, workable solution to avoid this. It's another challenge is kept in front of us, in front of the engineering students, in front of you, in front of me. Another challenge. If you look at the next challenge is the serious scarcity of potable water in the country. People are in Chennai every summertime. We are witnessing how much we struggle for the water. The luckily for good rain, we are not suffering for the past 2 years. Hope this year also we are not going to face the problem. But if you look at the other places of our country, say 80% of our Indian population are living in villages. So the one simple picture is giving the clear picture about the serious scarcity of potable water in the country. We need a solution. It's another challenge in front of you, in front of the engineers, budding engineers. Who is going to solve it? Okay, I have given three examples. The first example, I have taken it from the capital of Tamil Nadu, Chennai, where we are all residing. The second example, I have taken it from the capital of nation. The third, it is representing the 80 percentage of the village. India people, the 140 crores of people are living in 80 percentage of the population are living in villages, and most of the villages are facing this kind of serious issue, water scarcity. This particular statement made by Infosys founder Narayana Murthy has really triggered me a lot, and even my previous talks, I am quoting this statement. India must solve its grand challenges before thinking in terms of global leadership. So we are all talking about global leadership. Yes, This is the statement made by the pioneer in software development company, Infosys, founder of Infosys, openly declared this statement: India must solve its grand challenges before thinking in terms of global leadership. Okay, we are proud of seeing these people, the veteran in different fields. Sundar Pichai from Google, Agarwal from Twitter, Satya Nadella from Microsoft, Aravind Krishna from IBM. So they're all decorating the arena, representing India in the global arena. And many of the bright brilliants have been focusing. So they're just even not only these many people, those who are doing their engineering program in IITs, NITs, and the especially in other terms, I can say that people are studying with the with uh, with in government organization and higher education, especially higher educations after their graduation, after the project post graduation, they are flying to UK, flying to US, and settling in other countries. Okay, but some of our youngsters have high aspiration. They have not satisfied with the opportunities of our country offers. We have limited opportunities. We have limited offers, and opportunities are available when comparing our opportunity and opportunities are available in abroad, US, UK. Comparing these opportunities, normally their minds will choose the bright opportunities. That's the reason they're flying from India to abroad and uh, continuing their career there. But if you take the statistics are very, very small. Even if it is 10 percentage or 20 percentage, my dear students, remaining people are in it. The expectation of the remaining people, the people those who are staying in India, leave the people those who have left India. You need to think. There's a call to all the students, higher education institution students, to think about the expectation of the remaining people, those who are living in this area, are decided to living in India. We want reasonable quality of air. I have given an example, taken the capital of a nation, Delhi. Okay, we want the reasonable quality air. We want clean water, and reasonable. Even we are all the marketing people are selling the RO water. The content of the pH level. If it is 40, it's highly dangerous to us. We want clean water. We want the reasonable quality healthcare, safety for women and children. We want affordable housing. No, how difficult to get owning a house in Chennai. A reasonable quality transportation. We want reasonable quality schooling and college education for the children. A self-free government, public governance, corruption free. Do not want any harassment from bribe seeking petty officials, bribe seeking petty officials. So these are all the expectation of the remaining people, those who are living in India. So all these expectations are placed in front of you, each and every one of you. We have around 80 participants here. These are all the expectation I am presenting on behalf of the 90 percentage of the Indian. They have decided to be here. It's in front of Aaron. It's in front of Abdul Kalam. It's in front of Abhishek Nigam. It's in front of Akshaya Zoba. It's in front of Alagu Minal. So it's in front of every one of us. Who is going to solve this issue? It's a question mark. Who is going to solve this issue? The next stage is to make our higher education system more useful for solving the grand challenges. So these are the grand challenges of a country, to make it attractive for foreigners as the developed countries have done today. So that is what an office has established, a Sairam institution, Dean Office of Dean Innovation. You have Dean Innovation Club at Saveetha Engineering College, and all the higher education institutions now they have woke up and Start thinking about innovation. From where the innovation will come? The innovation must come from the student. Who is going to evangelize them? People like us. People like us. We are here to evangelize the importance of innovation. Innovation is required even from the student time. So, though we have these are all the challenges in front of you, we have to be very proud of seeing our past successes. Our agriculture productivity has improved thanks to Professor Swaminathan sir. We seem to have solved the problem of food storage shortage, and we have overcome a lot of diseases like polio, missiles, TB, and several other diseases plagued this country have for a long time. Long time, it's a challenge. The polio was a challenge for the mankind. We have developed a vibrant software service industry that generates net foreign exchange of anywhere between. So we are very proud of saying that we are exporting a lot of softwares, and India is leading the software industry globally. So we have developed our own vaccine for even if it give a phone call, India has reached 1,150 people. They have completed vaccination, taken vaccination, and we have developed our own vaccination, and we have exported our vaccination to the various countries. We have sent satellites into space. So these are all our successes, past successes. The Prince William launches. I don't know how many of you are aware of the things. So the call is in front of you, and from the student life, you need to try to think of it. What is going to be my contribution for the expectation of the planet? Recently, Prince William has launched the for 50 million pounds worth Earth short prize to encourage climate action. So, under the following topics, protect and restore nature. So, we are in the fight of restoring our nature. We really started. We slowly started realizing the importance of restoring our nature. That is what we're all talking about. Avoid plastics, and government of Tamil Nadu has initiated a movement, Manjapai. So our generation only forgot Manjapai, and our generation has realized the impact of it, and we are ready to restore it. So the main objective of this Earthshot Prize is to get the solution from the student, from the organization, from the industry. And the next topic is build a waste-free world. So by 2030, we choose to build a world where nothing goes to waste. So it has to be recycled. Recycled. I know one professor. His name is Abdul Rahman. He is 83 years old, scientist, salt scientist, and according to him, he say that everything is resource. There is no waste in this planet. If you recycle every waste, and you will not call it as waste, and revive our oceans, the how we have polluted our oceans, how the species in the oceans are suffering. We choose to repair and preserve oceans for future generation, clean air. So these are all the various stuff, and fix our climate. These are all the various topics where he launched this program in 2020, a 10 years plan. Every year is the headshot. They are call for and give a call for, and the students and organization have submit the solution for under this category. Okay, and so the Vilisha Umar Shankar is the one of the participant finalist in the headshot this year. Uh, his name is Vinisha Umar Shankar from Tiruvannamalai, Tamil Nadu. And every day when you cross our street, you could see one or two ironing cart. That really triggered her, and she analyzed, and the amount of carbon dioxide emitted from every cot. So she, in order to avoid that, she invented one. This is a renovation and solar empowered iron cot. Okay. Her name is Uma. She is doing ninth standard in Tiruvannamalai. Okay. So why I am giving Uma Shankar as an example, Vinisha Uma Shankar is an example. So a school student is thinking in this way. Why can't a college students? Okay. I know when you were in schools, I'm not talking about the recent pandemic, the corona batches and all. So the normally how much effort a student will put during the plus two, when they come to first year, they will not put that kind of that much effort. Okay, where we are making major mistakes. Okay, we have identified it and slowly we have giving a lot of activities and engaging the first year students to the innovation activities and ideation activities. I will tell you in my future slide how first year students can be engaged. So, what is required for innovation? If you ask me, I will say four things. One is collaboration, ideation, implementation, and value creation. You know, what is collaboration? Collaborating the work and value creation. So, once it's all happened, the innovation has happened, then the startups will come, entrepreneurship, will, intellectual property right will come. So, okay. The importance of intellectual property. The higher education institutions are now focusing on startups and intellectual property rights, patent, copyright, and so on. Why? Even if you look at the websites of Ministry of Education, the AICT or the UGC, you could see the various call for startups and the promotion for intellectual property rights. The gone are the days we were in the education ecosystem where only writing examination, correcting papers, and getting university ranks were our focus. But nowadays, so we are slowly migrating from the traditional education ecosystem to the innovation ecosystem, and the higher education institutions have started realizing it to for the sustainable growth. So, in this innovation ecosystem, startups and intellectual property right, how you can set up a startup, how we can protect your intellectual property right, it's not a one-day job. Slowly, you have to do it. Okay, so when I say innovation, you must know the difference between discovery and invention. Invention discovery is nothing but finding out something is already in existence. Columbus discovered America, so we call it as discovery. Thomas Alva Edison invented electric bulb. He invented electric bulb, this new concept from the scratch. What is the difference between invention and innovation, if you ask me? So we are not using the same bulb invented by Thomas Alva Edison. We are using the LED bulbs, if you ask me, for the money, saving electricity, energy conservation. So you will have a lot of justification. You have just changed the existing one and you have identified a new thing. That is what innovation. Now, the call in front of the engineering student is not to discover something how Columbus and Vasco da Gama travel a lot, miles and miles, without knowing what will happen. So, we are not asking engineering students to go and discover something. We are not asking engineering students to invent something as Thomas Alva Edison invented, spend his whole day, whole life in the laboratory, sacrificed his entire family and other thing. So we are asking you to innovate something. Innovation is very simple. If you know what is innovation, uh, without much delay, you will jump into the process of innovating something. So innovation is equal to invention multiplied by commercialization. So to whom you are innovating something, your innovation must have the potential of generating money. Okay, if your innovation is having the potential of generating money, you have a business model, then straight away you can go for setting up our startups. What is the difference between startups and entrepreneurship? So both are same, both are business. There was no concept of the startups 10 years back. We call the common name for startups and entrepreneurship is business unit. Business unit. But the thing is, startups, at the beginning, say for example, from the day of inception to 3 years or 4 years or 5 years, we can climb our organization as a startup. The startups need lot of assistance, in terms of infrastructure, in terms of money. The startup, the person who started the startup will struggle a lot. He needs a lot of support. So that business unit is called the startups. And once your startup is stabilized, it will become an enterprise. Then it will be called as an entrepreneurship. For all these things, we want the idea to be protected in the form of patent or copyright. There's a provision given by Government of India in the name of Yukti 2.0, where if you have some idea, you can register your idea, where you will get sponsorship and mentorship. As a student, you can go for note it down Yukti 2.0, and whenever you get time, just surf the internet, know about it. Okay, even the first year students can register, get your username and password, login credential, submit your idea, wait for the response, because a panel will review your ideas, will approach you, what kind of direction can be given if it is really worth. And Tamil Nadu government has taken this initiative, the Tamil Nadu Startup Tamil Nadu, okay, is providing seed fund up to 10 lakhs for 20 startups every year. And we have open innovation challenges. So students, if you have any model, just prepare a proposal and submit whenever you get a call for this startup or innovation challenges. Always be ready with your problem statement. And so fresh paper, I want to give us innovation example. Fresh paper, Kavita Sukla. This is what the Kavita Sukla, when she was in the childhood. Kavita Sukla's grandma. They were the Indian origin, now settled in United States. United States. She submitted when she was the student. When she was the student, yes, at US, she submitted a proposal as part of her PG project. What made her to do submit that project is, every day how much food or vegetables we are wasting at home. If you go to Coimbatore market, you could see the amount of fruits and vegetables they are throwing out as waste. Why? We don't have proper mechanism to preserve this. And Kavita Sukla came up with a solution of the name is fresh paper. It's a kind of paper fully made up of organic material. There's no chemical at all. And if we keep this a piece of paper on a basket, and it preserves the uh, food, it preserves the vegetables or fruits for long time. Okay. And this is a small innovation. It's an innovation kind of. Umbrella. Umbrella. Suppose during the rainy time and the people those who are traveling in two wheeler. Okay. So they'll make funny if you look at them. If they hold the umbrella will go in one side, and the two wheeler will go another side. Okay. Sometimes it makes us to laugh. So it's a potential problem, but you and me have never thought of giving any innovative solution for that problem. Okay, so this particular design, smart yes folding umbrella, is solved without compromising this. Just have changed the design. Okay, so it has a capacity of withholding even 60 kilometers per hour wind. Okay. So this I just wanted to tell you that the floor mats, comparing the floor mats of Indian floor mats and the China floor mats, very similar. So we are using the floor mats everywhere, and this is what our maximum or innovation. And so I was wondering when I was visiting a shop at Paris, where this I could see this kind of the so same purpose, but they have applied their mind innovative process even in making floor mats. Floor mats. See, when you go to a shop to purchase a floor mat, there are two pieces, and which one you will prefer? Normally, our eyes will go to this kind of some spur kind and the velvet kind. Okay, so innovation is required everywhere. I have pen, this Parker pen. So why it is this metal is given? Normally, we have a habit of biting the pen, no? So if it is made up of the plastics, then you know the consequences. So that people would have thought in this way that to replace it with the metal. So you can make innovation over anything, even if you want to make innovation in this phone or phone car. So whatever it may be, I have a lot of things in front of me. I have the pen, pencil, pen stand, whatever it may be. Innovation, there is no restriction at all. Okay, so you are called to be an innovator. So not simply a student, not simply to be an engineer. Okay, so you need to understand your importance and responsibility. So in that way only we can support the engineering education, and we want engineers, the world want engineers. Okay, so if you and me are not, if you are not willing, somebody from some other country are ready to occupy our place. Okay, so recent years you could have experienced how people are hesitating to take civil engineering, civil engineering. So the consequence is, for see, we have the pride of building the Tanjai Periya Koil, Rajarajan. Okay, still after 1,000 years, it is standing as a miraculous symbol. But for doing a small thing for bridge and everything, now how the various challenges we have in front of us. Okay, so and I strongly believe that you got some insights and things have given little bit idea about the knowing your responsibility. Okay, I'm happy to share that I'm one of the goodwill ambassadors of Negri Masala Tamil Nadu to avoid plastics, the coordinator for spreading awareness of not using one-time plastics. And the next question is how to find the problem statement. So education institution must conduct a immersion program, and I'm going to tell a secret. Okay, so even the final year students will struggle to bring their problem statement for their zeroth review. This is what the state of the art of engineering education. The as an educator, we have sat together and spent a lot of time, have made a research over it, how to remove this barrier where the mistake is really happening. Engineers or the curriculum are designed to provide solution for the great challenges, but what is actually happening, it is not happening here. The immersion program, it is nothing but taking the students. So what is normally happening? The problem, most of the problems are originating at library. Most of the problems are taken from the American journal. So problems are originated in the library will definitely end up at library. Okay. So the maximum you will do, what you will do is you will make one uh, report, and after the report, after completing your graduation, the report will go to the library. It is, in other words, I can say that it's simply throwing your effort, 1 year effort into a dustbin. At the same time, if you search your or if you formulate your American from the problem from the journal. Okay, we normally say, the teachers normally say that, especially the project coordinator, you have to bring not problem statement. You have to bring one paper. I don't want to label the name. We have been taught in that way. We need to change our mindset up. From where I'm not discouraging you to read journals. I'm not discouraging you to spend your time in library. Where we are making the mistake is don't depend on the journals and library for formulating a problem. Then the next question you'll throw to me, I know, from where we'll go and get the problem. I have the answer for it. Go to society, go to industry, go to village. That is called immersion program. Taking the students to village, taking the students to industry, taking the students to the society. Why not? You go to your own kitchen, see your mom's daily activities. You just think in such a way that what engineering solution will make my mother's job easy. From that, you formulate a problem, come up your idea, solve it during a 4 years of study. Since you are providing a solution for your mom, definitely it will have some potential, market potential. You can set up a startup over a period of you'll become an entrepreneur. That is what I am saying, that don't depend on American journals or any journal or library for formulating a problem. But how to solve this problem, you can spend more time on journals, more time on library. What is the outcome? We want optimal and sustainable solution to society's current, future, and future problems. Okay. So here there is an opportunity given by the government of India in the name of Smart India Hackathon. So the government is highly depending on the students or higher education institution to solve the great challenges of the country, great challenges of the globe. That's what this innovative initiatives have been initiated by the government of India in the year 2017, followed by 2018, 2019, 2021 they have not conducted. Again, after 1 year, they have announced Smart India Hackathon 2021. What is Smart India Hackathon? It's a nationwide initiative to provide students with a platform to solve some of the pressing problem we face. I have started my presentation with some pressing problems. Chennai flood, air pollution at Delhi, water scarcity for daily life, and thus inculcate a culture of product innovation and a mindset of problem solving, helping you to solve the problem. educating you to learn problem solving. Okay, so to make the people or the students to think out of the box. So critical thinking for engineers is highly essential. For problem solving, you need to know what is critical thinking. Every engineer, especially first year engineers, engineering student must know what is critical thinking. Without critical thinking, engineers cannot solve any problem. So it includes five components: analytical skill, communication skill, creativity, open mindedness, and problem solving. I will tell you the steps for collaboration of how to form a team. You need to form a team for hackathon by having the combination of people having analytical skill, people having communication skill, people having creativity, people having open mindedness, people having the capability of solving problem. It's all about engineering. Okay. Dinesh Paliwal, the CEO of Harman International and an audio and infotainment system company. What is he saying about this problem solving? He says problem solving is essential to engineers. Engineers are constantly on the lookout for a better way to do things. Today I'm doing this, I'm using this gadget. But tomorrow I need to think, I need to provide. So that's what every year new version of Apple iPhone is coming. If you're not providing, if you're not updated, you will be outdated. So engineering mind, engineers are born for solving the issues. And you're constantly on the lookout. Don't compromise with this existing one. What best you can do, what best you can do, what best you can do. 10 key approaches for problem solving. The problem statement is very important. Root cause analysis, abstraction, analogy, brainstorming, trial and error, hypothesis testing, divide and conquer, lateral thinking, reduction. It's a big topic, critical thinking. If you call me for a separate session for critical thinking, I will talk on critical thinking hours together. But anyway, it's all required. That's what I'm giving just a flavor on critical thinking and engineering problem solving. A problem well stated is a problem half solved. That's what how to formulate the problem is more important. I said, even the final year students will struggle when we call them for zeroth review. What man you are going to do? They will say this, that, all blah blah. Make it in a sentence and tell me if you ask. No. Okay. So team is no problem is too big, no ideas is too small. Let us talk about ideas now. Okay. No problem. Nothing is impossible. No problem is too big. If you're not concentrating, somebody will take this problem and solve this problem. If you are not solving it today, definitely you will be forced to do solve this problem tomorrow. No idea is too small. Don't underestimate people ideas. Okay? An idea, we need ideation. When I say idea, what the property will come to your mind? Bulb. Your idea may be a bright idea, or my idea may be a green idea, your idea may be a business idea. Sometimes, my dear friends, it may be a broken idea. Okay, it may be a small idea. It may be big idea. It may be many ideas, collection of many ideas. Sometimes maybe no, onnume tella sir. Sometimes there is no idea. But what is idea? An idea is a thought, a course of action to achieve a desired goal. Do you have an idea? Come up with your idea. We normally conduct this Ideathon program for first year students at Sairam institutions. Last time I have initiated this program. Second year we are doing this program. We'll encourage students to come up with their ideas, their own ideas. We will not help them through this immersion program. We'll encourage them to go to village, go to society, your go to a kitchen. I normally say go to kitchen. What engineering solution you can provide to is the job of your mother. Okay, so we will see the beneficiaries or impact the people or the stakeholders involved in Smart India Hackathon. Okay, we will start with students. So the students will compete among us to one another as a team, offer technical solution to real world problems, and get a Chance to win prizes worth up to 1 lakh. 1 lakh. If you are not performing correctly, at the end, when your name, your team name is announced as a winner, you will be given 1 lakh rupees. Just think about it. Above all, see the pride you have, the other things you have learned. So the people are saying that, the motivational speakers are saying that if you learn, if you have the habit of learning every day, your mind will become sharper, sharper, sharper every day. So get a sharper mind, you need to learn everything. And when you provide, after learning, and you're providing some solution for the nation, for the solution of the globe, the happiness, amount of happiness you will receive, no, nobody will give that kind of happiness to you. All the students are called for the institution for that to achieve something. Now, how much amount of effort your parents are making, the reason you are studying at your college is because of the blood and sweat of your parents. You would have experienced, some of you are witnessing how your parents are struggling to pay the fee. What is your on return? What is you are giving to them? That kind of satisfaction. You may be a first year student. You think in such a way that you are going to win, and the happiness through that, how much happiness you are giving to your parents. The next stakeholders is ministries and the public sector undertaking. What is their role? They provide problem statements to the participants from all over the country, get optimal solution for them, and also get the opportunity to have potential future employees. See, you have gone for a competition, and what often another offer is following is, so once the winners and the people those who are really solved it, if you impress the people those who are given the problem statement, a huge opportunity for you to observe you for their organization. So you're getting a job opportunity. The organization, government organization, public sector organizations are having a lot of problems. We need solution. We need people to solve the problem. Okay, the next stakeholder. So let me give some issues, some problem statement given by the ministries from the AICT, All India Council for Technical Education, has given their own problems. What is the background? Government purchases various components through tender, which takes a lot of time as the process of. I taken from the Smart India Hackathon website. It's a problem statement. Okay. Likewise, you have several problems. Okay, this problem is all about government purchases various components through tender, which takes a lot of time, as the process of allocation of tender takes more than 2 months. Often it is observed after allocation of tender, the fulfillment of the required tender takes more than required time. From tender allocation to tender completion, it takes more than 6 months to complete all the processes. Government itself have to compare all the required items. You would have seen Hindu newspaper and other newspaper, they call for tenders. So this is the problem. Okay, summary. Addressing this issue will help the government in having transparency and partly in rate of items procured by different government organization, and the entire process of tender allocation will make very less time than what is taking now. To minimize the time, to automate it, the process of announcing the process, what are the process happening in between tender allocation and tender completion? They want a software for that. Okay, so objective is there is a requirement of software. It may be a mobile app or web app for government procurement, which lists various items with the specifications, rates, warranty, and compare them and decide the best option, like one available in for car insurance, etc. This may avoid calling tenders. So this may also brought transparency and partly in rates of items procured by different government organizations. So hope you got. Have you got the problem statement? This is a problem statement posted by All India Council for Technical Education. Okay, the solution of a software. It may be a mobile app or a web app. And another problem is the AICT website consists of lot of information on approved institutions, different schemes of government, rules and regulations, etc. So related to engineering, technology, management, pharmacy, architecture, arts and crafts. So by using latest innovative idea, mobile app may be developed for providing some of the important, frequently required useful information like approved or unapproved institutions, etc., which are presently displayed under statistics in a dashboard. So you could see a lot of attractive dashboards and social medias. Even the people are conducting a lot of courses on developing dashboards, simply merely showcasing everything in tables or the data. Organization will look for the attractive mobile app development with the latest innovative ideas to deploy or provide information on some of the important activities of AICT with user-friendly concept. This is what the problem statement given by AICTE. Your responsibility is taking this problem. What is a summary? Mobile app development for AICT for providing the relevant information to the concerned stakeholders will result in easy access to information and user-friendly mode. So this is what the constraints. Subject is to develop the mobile app. Very simple. Object is very simple to develop a mobile app for AICT. So the problem statement given there. Why don't you take up this problem and find a optimal solution for that? Okay. So let me take the private organization, not only the government and government organization, private organization. Provide problem statement to the participants from all over the country, get optimal solution from them, and also get the opportunity to hire potential future employees. So organization, they have joined with us. They are providing the problem statement and looking for solution. Okay. Similarly, one organization is Volvo and their domain is transportation and logistics. Typically, truck drivers operate for long hours and at times in highly polluted environment like mines. You know, the lorry drivers, the people who drive long time. So driver health and alertness while driving is key to avoid accidents at work site. Okay, it's a fraction of second. Accidents will happen at a fraction of second. Sometimes air quality deteriorates inside the cabin, and this could lead to driver fatigue. And can you come up with solution that can detect the air quality level inside the cabin and improve it? At the same time, alerting the driver as well as the the fleet management about the vital health characteristics of the driver like heart rate, oxygen level, etc. Understood? So this is the problem statement given by Volvo. Okay, the next stakeholders are institutions and additional branding value. So why education institution concentrating? So it's a pride to the institutions if their own students own the prize in Smart India Hackathon, that is going to be a big advertisement. Branding, an additional branding value when students from the institutions compare at the national level hackathon with other competitors. So this is what the Sairam Engineering College, then they won the prize 1 lakh rupees, first prize. So we advertise like this. Okay. Smart India Hackathon so far from 2017, see 15 lakh students have participated and the number of institutions, if you ask me, 8,127 plus institutions so far participating. And 365 organizations are involved so far and selected ideas 6,535 and problem statements more than 2,145 problem statements are available. You know, for this year, Smart India Hackathon 2020, hardware problems, 85 hardware problems are posted and 425 uh, software problems are posted so far, and this number will increase as and when the other organizations are joining and posting their problem statement. Okay, so the problem statement you will get in various themes like agriculture, food technology, rural development, blockchain technology, cyber security, clean and green technology, fitness and sports, heritage and culture, medtech, biotech, health tech. So these are all various teams. The problem statements will be available. So based on your interest, you can select the thing. And category, either it may be a hardware category or software hack category. And if you ask me, the organizations, various organizations are participating by providing as a stakeholders by providing their problem statement. AICTE, Ministry of Education, then Auto Desk India Private Limited, Central Groundwater Board, Central Water Commissions. So almost all ministry, all states have given there. So for the hackathon, you need a 6-member team. Find at least one girl must be there, and you have to identify a problem statement and you need to create an idea presentation. We call it a pitch desk, and maximum 5 teams can represent an institutions. So how to select the five scheme? Okay, so the categories are specific. The problem statements, specific problem statement given by we have seen, and some miscellaneous. So it will come under open innovation, where only the theme will be given and you have to come up with the problem statement. Okay, for the problem statement already given by the government organization, public sector unit, or private companies, you have to take any one of the problem statement based on your area of specialization or interest. And for the final round, 5 teams will be taken and one team will be announced. For miscellaneous, the you could write the problem statement from the theme given in the open innovation category, and the final round will be held for 20 to 25 batches. So each team consists of 5 batches, and the fourth round will happen at the final round. 3 winners will be announced. Okay, the process is like that. So the as I said, the 5 teams will be permitted from can represent from an institution. So if you have more representation, we can conduct one internal hackathon at the institution level to identify the smart ideas or the batch or team. So the eligible students can be recommended for final hackathon, where the first round will happen. When you go to the place nowadays, it's happening online. So there will be a mentorship program. The people who have given the problem will come up and see the problem. There won't be evaluation. They will see your solution and they'll provide the ideas. Second round will happen at the same day evening. Evaluation process. They will come and evaluate whether you have incorporated the changes, suggestions they have mentioned. And the third round, the final presentation will happen. For the problem statement, it is a final round. Third round is a final round. And for the miscellaneous, the final fourth round will happen. And the next is winners announcement. Okay. So when you make a presentation, you have to concentrate on introduction part, the tech stack, and system architecture. Excuse me. In introduction, you need to provide the problem statement. Writing problem statement is an art. Then aim of the project you have to mention, and tech stack is nothing but your front-end technology, back-end technology, system configuration, you are saying, and the system architecture, either it may be a flowchart or a data flow diagram or any UML diagram, pictorial representation of the solution. Okay, so I encourage students to focus your problem statement on avoid plastics, because I'm promoting being a goodwill ambassador. I'm promoting this initiative, and no poverty. So I have taken this from Sustainable Development Goals of United Nations. No poverty, zero hunger, physical health, quality education, gender equality, clean water and sanitation, affordable and clean energy, decent work and economic growth, promoting innovation at schools and colleges, then reduced inequalities, smart cities, responsible consumption and production, climate change and global warming, quality life, ensuring universal human values, developing positive attitude, inculcate professional ethics. You focus your thing. Since you may be a first year students and you just think in such a way that how contribute to the nation with the help of your innovations. When you are going for innovate something, keep it in your mind that these are all the various avenues in front of you, and you can go and explore. So, my dear friends, I just want to tell you that the Uber, the world's largest taxi company, owns no vehicle. Facebook, the world's most popular media owner, creates no content. Alibaba, the most valuable retailer, has no inventory. Airbnb, the world's largest accommodation provider, owns no real estate. But all these startups, these entrepreneurships, came out from the bright ideas of people like you, and engineers, budding engineers. Okay, so if you really start thinking about, if you're really serious on this webinar and taking the takeaways and processing, apply your thought process, definitely your product will be notable in the global arena as Uber, Facebook, Alibaba, and Airbnb. There is no doubt at all. So this is what the mantra of Hackathon, Smart India Hackathon. Innovations lead to new creation. New creations lead to bigger action. Bigger actions lead to progress of nation. So I request to do your innovative research on great challenges of India, great challenges of Tamil Nadu, the great challenges of the globe. Okay, so I hope you all having the idea of the importance of Smart India Hackathon, not only Smart India Hackathon, and knowing the importance of the engineers and the responsibility of the engineers. Okay, so engineers are born to solve the issues. Engineers are born to solve the issues. So the problems are in front of you. It's my humble request to the the students, those who are gathered here and representing the Saveetha Engineering College, to take it very seriously, and come up in your life. I wish all the very best for the successful engineering journey, successful engineers. I thank the organizers for this wonderful opportunity. So in the meantime, I have posting my YouTube channel uh, link, so you can. I have a lot of videos on innovation, uh, intellectual property right, and technical talk. Even my Tamil speeches are there. So go to my website, well, YouTube, and subscribe my channel, and you can get a lot of insights. Whenever I come online, you will get the notification. Even today's presentation, I have streamed in my YouTube channel. I strongly believe that these are all the digital content will help more people, those who are passionate towards innovation and intellectual property right and the technological stuff. So this is my contact details. I will spend some time to answer your questions in the meantime. I have given my mobile number and email address. So anytime if you want any help with respect to innovation and career advancement counselings, you can approach me. Thank you so much for this opportunity. Over to the organizers.
That was really an inspiring and mind provoking session, sir. Now I hand over the session to Innovation Club's coordinator, Ms. Kamalapriya.
Thank you, Meera. Thank you so much, sir. That was really very informative session. And we convey a heartfelt thanks to you for sharing your valuable knowledge with us. So participants can ask their questions to the chat box. I request the participants to post their questions in the chat box.